What's wrong?
My parents.
Herodotus.
I thought I'd be able to see them again. I'm sorry to ask this of you, but
Of course, my friend.
thank you. I'm not sure.
It's so quiet here. Nothing like the rest of the Greek world.
This is it.
How does it feel being back?
It feels like,
That's a first.
to my eyes, it's home.
You've done more difficult things.
Challenges we overcome always seem
Hold my head high. Walk with purpose.
You're right. I suppose...
Lead the way.
Living near the docks was so exciting as a child.
How so?
There was always a new ship to see, new people to watch. From the sailors, often a new word to learn. Most of which got me in trouble.
I'm sure your mother remembered those days fondly.
I know I do. So many faces I don't recognize.
You've been gone a long time.
Even so, I was hoping there'd be someone I know. Someone who'd remind me of my life before I left.
We've only just arrived. It'll be okay.
Here we are. This is where I called home for most of my childhood.
Most?
I came to Samos at a young age, but I was born in Aligarnassos. Those are days I'd rather not remember. It doesn't look like it's changed much in my absence.
One of your toys?
It was my brother's. I often hid it when he wouldn't let me play with it.
This pottery looks special.
My father always felt art was a great outlet when things seemed overwhelming.
A tablet. Looks like some old writing. The ships never stay for long. Samos is a place people come for a visit, but not to live. Is there something about this place I don't yet see?
One of my first writings. I was always restless here. Always wanting to learn more about the world beyond, and the world that was.
Herodotus!
Mistor!
Praise the gods! It's been far too long.
It has indeed, as are you, Theodorus.
I can't believe you've come skulking back. After all, I should go. I'm glad you're back. You have some nerve, little brother. You
Why doesn't everyone just take a deep...
How could you say I didn't come back when I'm here, right now?
You must have swum here then. It's been 5 moons. And who are you exactly? How does any of this involve you?
I'm a...
She's a friend.
Oh, how nice.
I couldn't stay here.
You could have taken me. I have things to attend to.
At least tell me where they died.
He's... not like you at all.
He means well. He's been here this whole...
This isn't your fault. Don't let... I know this wasn't the welcome you were expecting.
But perhaps it was the one I deserved.
I'll come with you.
I'd like that.
If you're ready, we should go.
Waiting to face reality. I used to know this island as well as my own home.
Seems like a nice place to grow up.
It was. I spent a lot of time on my own, or with Theodorus and Mistor. My parents were influential here, so they were often busy.
But it wasn't the life for you.
There's only so many ships you can see sail away as a boy, before you feel the pull to leave as well. Theodorus was talking. My parents used to love working here. I can't believe this is where my parents last stood. Where I should have been here.
There's no point thinking about things you should...
But...
You're not a fighter, Herodotus.
Perhaps you're right.
I want you to remember that while we're on Samos.
I'll try.
If there's anything you'd like to say about...
I always feel more comfortable.
I'm not going to judge, and I know they wouldn't.
They meant everything to me. I'm sorry I didn't come back sooner. There was so much I wanted to tell you. To show... Father, your compassion is something I won't soon forget. Watch out!
Stay close! Why do I have a feeling they don't belong here?
I've never heard of them being on Samos. Something is going on. Maybe Theodorus will know. Yeah. I don't understand.
The question is whether they came on their own, or someone sent them.
We can't wait. Ah, you're back. I hope
Now isn't the time. We were just...
God's cursed these warring Greeks. Was it the Athenians?
Neither. It was a group called the Followers of Ares. Something is happening here on Samos. We need answers.
She's right. If the follow...
Then it's another reason for you to go. We'll...
This is my home too. I'm not leaving.
If it's not safe, you shouldn't stay.
He-
Of course. Come, mister. If this fool won't hit...
They weren't much help.
Something doesn't add up. How could Theodorus and Mr...
Forget your brothers. We should be focusing on the Followers of Ares.
You're right.
Then what's our next step?
If they're somewhere on this island, they'd stay away from the...
Let's start there.
I'll follow you in after you've finished.
Killing everyone inside.
Yes, that. So this is where they've been hiding.
You were right to suggest we look here. But they've been dealt with.
We still need to find out what they were doing.
Athenian and Spartan uniforms.
They could have the people of Samos believe they were attacking from either side.
I didn't take them for the heirloom type.
How did they? That's our family's sigil.
They must have stolen it.
There's no way they could have found that on their own. It was given to them.
I didn't take the followers of Ares to be lovers of poetry.
They're not. This work, it's awfully close to the style Theodorus uses. Why would his writings be here?
There's a list of names here.
I recognize these names. They're all quite influential on Samos. But Missos is missing.
These coins aren't like any I've seen before.
I have. They're Persian. I'm afraid to even say what I think.
This island and these people are yours.
Persia wants to take control of Samos. It'd be a good staging.
You're right.
I only wish that was all the...
What is it?
If Persia is involved, they couldn't have done this alone.
Someone with ties to the Empire.
And influence on Samos, yes. Other than myself, there are only two other...
Herodotus.
With everything we've found, everything you've seen and heard, please.
It's Mistor. He brought the followers of Ares here to help Persia.
I was afraid you'd say that. But I know you must be right.
What do you want to do now?
I need to talk to Theodorus. I don't understand why he'd do this.
Rahmi can be a powerful motivator, as can the promise of power.
But he already had both of those.
I know you want to understand it all, but we don't always get the answers we seek.
Why have you not left already?
That's enough. Put away your disdain for me for one moment and listen. We found where the followers of Ares were hiding. And we know...
And who is that?
Mistor. He's in league.
That can't be! We aim to free Samos from control of this war, but we never spoke of giving it to the Persians.
Then
Theodoros!
I know that wasn't easy for you.
We tasked ourselves with
Where to?
to find Mistor.
I guess Mr. knows we're onto him. Where's Theodorus? Where would he be?
I take pleasure in your death! No way to escape!
Stay close. I'll get you out of here.
Lead the way.
You should be safe now. Where is Mistor?
Theodor...
Seems you were right. I thought Mistor and I wanted the same thing.
It hurts he did this.
I've treated you terribly. You just remind me of everything
Samos should thank the gods.
They'll know of all you did here. We may have lost one brother.
You know what needs to be done now, right?
Unfortunately,
You can stay behind if you want. I can do it myself.
no. I need to see him. I need to know why he did this.
Hey, you!
Okay, you got me.
How could you do this? After everything our family did for you. They took you in, and you had them killed.
That was an unfortunate accident. I promise you, I weep for their deaths every day.
I can't trust anything you say.
It doesn't matter now. The followers of Ares working for you are dead.
Everyone will know what you did here. I'll make sure of it.
Oh, I hope you do. I've always wanted my name to be remembered. However, you may not want to start writing just yet.
What do you mean?
The ships are already on their way.
Let him go. We need to stop the ships.
Ready to sail!
Commander on board!
Ready to shoot! Everyone! Brace!
Can't let them reach Samos. It's up to us.
There's something floating there. We can retrieve it.
Hang on to something! Brace! Now! Attack! Now! Shoot!
The sun! Move! We need! We'll need a careful strategy to handle all of them.
Fire!
Back to your mark!
Archers! Forward! Get ready to fire!
They are headed straight for us!
Archers! Ready! Fire the volley! Archers, take your marks! Use spears! Ready! Spear! Spear! Arrow! Shoot when ready! Fire!
Some debris in the water! Send those blades out!
More!
Alaka!
Archers! Ready! Spear them! Arrows! Ready! Archers! Get ready!
Alaka! They're going to bomb us!
Ready, arrows! Ready, your bow! Archers! We need you! Brace for impact! Bows ready! Throw your spears! Archers! Ready! Archers! Ready!
There! We can probably salvage that! We'll wait here, Commander!
Samos writes such remarkable. Samos is safe.
What about Mistor?
After his failure, he won't get a second chance.
Theodorus has changed.
He's the Theodorus I remembered.
Then you believe things will be okay? Even if you leave someone?
Of course. Theodorus has...
Good.
Thank you for everything, Cassandra. I sometimes feel like we've spent as much time at...
You may be right. We've traveled a lot.
I think it may be time.
Of course. As much as I like you by my side,
I figured I'd take my leave.
It will take some getting used to.
The docks near Athens should do.
I'm sure they'll be sorry to see you go.
I sometimes pinch myself to make sure that I'm awake.
With your writings, it won't soon be for...
The world will be better knowing.
Do you have a favorite?
How could I possibly decide? You open my eyes to so much.
None of those things are mine alone to take credit.
How could I ignore what was so clearly in front of me?
You couldn't. Which is why you have as...
I wonder what the great eagle bearer will
We've been through a lot, but...
To think, we're some of the only people to know of...
Which you promised you'd keep to yourself.
Of course, of course.
You may be leaving.
I guess this is it.
I've never been great at saying goodbye.
To do so is to impart a sense of
Good luck in your travels, Herodotus. I can't wait to hear what you get your...
I'll share my stories with you, so long as you...
I can do...